Do you believe in past lives?
Honestly speaking, who am I to believe or not believe something? I'll tell you, I'll tell you this gameplay of mine, right? Very good question, and I like to answer it very differently. If as a child my subconscious is trained to listen to these stories, and you ask me the question, do you believe in past life, I would say yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. And if I have grown up in a very scientific environment, well, let's say my parents were scientists, see, that's what you need to understand this. You don't believe or not believe something.
Right.
It's your subconscious.
Yeah.
All this while, do you believe in God? Okay, you've grown up in an environment where you've taught about God all the time. You will say, yes, 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 I believe in God.
Yeah.
Right? So you only come to a point in life where you get certain glimpses of the past life. Now that's when you can say you believe something or not. Other than that, anubhav, everything else is fed into your system.
It's from the subconscious belief.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you say I believe this or I don't believe this, that's not you.
It's not your experience.
It is not.
Yes.
It is fed into your subconscious mind.
Right.
From what you see, your experiences, your situations. Like for example, when I got into this path, I was living a very different life. A life of any urban, a corporate woman, partying, enjoying. Like I had a different idea about life altogether. And I suddenly out of nowhere, this question comes and I get drifted to another path. And I never look back. And then I begin to believe that, yes, this is, I feel more related to this. This is what I want. Now tell me, at this point in time, when you talk about belief or not belief, I was thinking that life is something like this. And then suddenly my perspective shift happened. Then somebody told me that you're not doing it from this life. This is coming from your past life.
Yeah.
Till that time, past life didn't exist for me. But someone said, no, you are not just suddenly drifted.
Yeah.
These are your past samskaras.
Yes.
Now, these are either my gurus talking or a learned person talking. So what I do is I start to believe that, okay, yeah, there is a past life. But have I still had an experience of it?
Right.
I still have a belief of it. Because someone I trusted said that to me.
Oh, okay.
So your belief and non-belief is not yours until you experience it. That's what.
If we start looking at life like this, who are we then? We are a construct of all the identities we have been given.
Exactly. That's why I say, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Na man ho, na buddhi ho, na ahankar ho, na chitta ho, na jibva ho, na naak ho, na kaan ho, na aag ho, na muh ho. I am ever prevailing consciousness. That's what Nirvana Shatkam tells you. That you are Shivoham Shivam. Everything else is a wave that's coming to you. The worst part is, Gayatri ji, even though I am sharing this with you, I still am very much impacted by those waves. That's Maya. You don't get rid of it. I know within my heart that I'm not this, but that mind that at the disposal of Maya consciously again and again and again makes us identify with these fluctuations. But the sadhana, the time of sadhana, does give you that window again and again. Until that window becomes a door becomes like a big gate, and then everything opens up in front of you, you will still identify with these. So essentially, meditation is not transcending the mind, it stop identifying with it eventually with time. So you have to reduce your identification with the time. I always say that when you say I am Grisha, why don't you say like this, I am Grisha? Because you identify with the Atma, and this is called the house of Atma, by the way.
It lives here.
Yes, in spirituality, it is said that the heart chakra is the abode of Atma. So you don't say I am Grisha, you say I am Grisha.